Okay guys, backing into our lesson, into our last lesson, I should like to say that we have to explore more and more uh, the rigs. Doesn't matter if it's simple or advanced rig, but you have to work, you have to understand why the stuff is working, okay? Let's go back to layout, but let's analyze it. If you see that once we have done it, rect and Q, set bond position or rest position, whatever, guys, you have to know that if I was I was working with this tool, tip move, no, tip move to organize our bonds. But if you if you analyze well, I click Y, rotate. I select the first bond with red band of my mouse. If you see, if I move it, the bond is not understanding the mesh. Oh, I mean, the mesh ain't deforming. What we have to do is work with some tools such I call. If I, I mean, if I go here to more and choose more and really underneath and click, and that band says record bond rest position. The shortcut is um, out bigger R. Click in there. Once you've clicked it, you will see a simple movement here that I've seen. Okay, um, so so recently, it means that the bond will now, I mean, the mesh will now follow the formation of the bond. You see, what shall we have? Don't worry about, because this is web map. Okay, this is web maps. Don't worry about. With web maps, you're going to see that the bond is corresponding. I mean, the mesh is corresponding. The mesh is really fixed into correct for. It means that this area, okay, was affected with this bond movement, and this guy, will take all the guys. Okay, so once I've done this, I'm gonna pause a little bit this video. Okay. Okay, so guys, for the very beginning, now let's start creating the finger string, the finger orientation. Okay, so if I click here in this guy with my pitch already done, if I do this, you're going to see that this guy doesn't have life. Ctrl Z. It's not. Just put 0. If you see, it was not, okay, because of the software that I'm using. I will click here and drag. Okay. So, if you analyze well, it doesn't have life. No really life. Click here again. Life. Jesus. That is so tough, okay? And your animation will not be so good if you work like that. So hard body, okay? No, let's then reorganize it. Click here. I'm gonna start with this guy, this bond, okay, indicator. So once I've selected, I click, actually I go hit IK and choose M and I get motion panel here, motion panel. The shortcut is M in a keyboard. And what I have to do here, motion panel, it's obviously the panel where you work, and it's really powerful because it has a modifier that you can work with, okay? Okay, so click here into the last bond, and come here and choose follower. We're going to use a follower here, a pretty follower. Why? We're going to say that this one will have the expression directly in this bond to create a life or give life to the movement of our bond, okay, of our fingers. So double click or come here, edit and choose property, okay, folder, animation panel. Guys, remember that we are working with the right our finger may make this movement, okay, this for the very beginning of starting. Select, click property. Guys, it's only this rotation, and then let's forget position. Forget position. Remember that you are working with pitch. Let our pitch like so. Pitch, back not scale neither, scale Y neither, scale and Z neither. So what we have to do is item to follow. This guy has an item to be followed, and we have to work with that. Which bond will be the follower? Click none, and before you choose, you have to know that this one will follow this for the first. Click and choose this guy, okay, and click. Automatically, when you give continue, a pretty line will basically, I will drag into another display, okay, because I'm working with two displays. If you see these changes, this configuration that we have done, create a black line. That black line we call expression. So let's copy this expression. I'll drag back, copy with right copy, choose here second, and click here and make paste. Okay, once we have done it, let's test it. Click for the first and see what happened. You see what happened? You see? Live. Good. I will drag back to another display, and I will looking for light. Where are your light? It's here, my light. And I will only rotate a little bit to give more light. On the property, it says ambient color, ambient intensity, light intensity is ready. It's much better work with ambient color. Okay, you see that. Go back a little bit here, and let's work with ambient intensity. Increase. Good. Just to see more light. More light. Let's reduce a little bit by 17. Good. Okay, let's go back here and make what we have. You see? And you can see he automatically creates automatically the wrinkle. I will click here into my hand mesh T, and let's increase. Remember that this guy has to be into last. Put 3, close, click, not here because we're working here, Y already, and see what really we have. Don't worry about this is web maps. Don't really worry about it. Just what we have. Sorry. 0. He creates wrinkles. Ctrl Z. Oh, put 0. Here. See the difference. You see? See the difference between that and between this? You see? Okay. 0. See? Let's create a keyframe. So this keyframe was created uh, I'm not here to explain this guy. I will basically select keys, and here I'll put 0, enter ended, create a keyframe. So good, now we have done it. Forget. Okay, so guys, let's done the same process. Let's done the same process, but first I'm going to reduce this to 1. Good. Click here. I will drag back the motion panel or motion option. Okay. I will copy this. Click and paste. Automatically you see not correspond the bond. We have to choose the right bond. Come here, parent item. Okay. Click. Jesus, no, I apologize. And let's choose this bond. Where are you now? It's here. You see? When you have copy and paste, all the parameters that you've changed will be the same. And give continue. Form again there. Copy. Click to the second and make paste. And here we have. Okay. I will make this operation into the every bond that I still have. So I'm gonna close this lecture and I will open another lecture. Okay.